You know the tears are rolling down your face, and it feels like yours was the only heart to break. When you come back home and all the lights are out, and you're getting used to no one else being around. Oh, I'll be there when you need a little love. I got a little love to share. Yeah, I'm gonna come through. You'll never be alone. I'll be there for you. I'll be there, yeah, yeah. I'll be there for you. I'll be there, yeah, yeah. I'll be there for you. Oh, I swear, yeah, yeah. I got enough love for two. You'll never be alone. I'll be there for you.
Gordon, a horrible way to go out of the cup there at the end with penalties, but I thought your team did fantastically well against a side which is a league above.
Aye, definitely. I've just said that there, that they can definitely hold their head high with that performance. It's a wee step up in class. You know, we're playing a team there today that they've not just won the league above. You know, they've blasted their way through it, and you know, wasn't like our league that was really competitive at the top. In the end, they've sort of strolled to promotion and the championship. So we knew it was going to be difficult, and having the amount of boys out that we had, and you know, all the circumstances, we changed the shape. You know, took a wee gamble with that. So considering everything, I'm just so proud of them. And after last week, which was a bit flat, after the title win, which is maybe understandable, I've said to them there that was a performance that was fitting them to end their season on. So delighted for them.
You said there that you had down to the bare bones, and I think you had 3 or 4 under-17s players. I thought they came on and did a really good job today.
Aye, well, it was what it was. Helen, on Tuesday, I was worrying genuinely that could we actually play the game, you know. So we pulled in, same as last week. We had 4 guys for the under-18s, 2 started, 2 came on. I've just said that to them there. They got a round of applause in the dressing room for the guys, which was deserved, because it's difficult to come to the level they've been at into a game like that. Not just in our league, they're playing a team from the league above. Very difficult, and I thought they acquitted themselves really, really well. So delighted for them and delighted for the manager and the club.
It's a horrible way to go out, but yeah, the performance from the boys was a huge step up from last week, and you know, considering being down to the bare bones, you must be really happy with the performance in terms of you know, how well they did.
Aye, that's it. At the end of the day, you know, that's, although we went beyond the squad today, it's why you've got a squad. We had to pull the guys in to help us out, but you know, having 8 guys out that could all be starting the game is difficult. But you know, speaking to Willie Patterson before the game, he had guys missing as well. So that is what it is. You know, at this time of season, you're going to get that injury, suspensions, holidays, whatever it is. So that's why you've got a squad, and today we can be proud of that. Aye.
Gordon, that's the last game of the season for you. I know when you stepped in at the start, you would have had targets set, and I'm sure winning the league was one of them. But did you have your target set also on progressing a wee bit further in the cups?
Aye, possibly. Possibly, you know, let's say last week maybe took our eye off, you know, a couple of the cups. Certainly not the Scottish. We were beat by obviously a very good Pollock team, but possibly the promotion was really, you know, even taking the league out at promotion was the absolute must for me, you know, and for the club, and you know, we'd done that, and then it meant we could make a wee push for the title, which we're lucky enough to get. As I've said before, 2 other really good sides in there for it. So today, it would have been nice to end with a final, of course, but you know, certainly not disgraced ourselves.
Absolutely not. And the thing we were just talking about there is that, you know, you've played maybe 2 or 3 teams above you in the league above this season, and it must be really pleasing looking forward that you're competing with these teams, and not only are you competing, but you're actually, you know, scoring goals and winning games.
Aye, and it's good for me, Helen, to see, because you can see probably watching the game that there is a wee step up in class. There's movement off the ball, and the way guys sort of transition through different positions. It is different for what happens in our league, and some right good players in that Petersall team that I know. So it's good for me to see the guys test themselves against them, and you know, looking forward to next year to go and really test themselves.
Seeing you've had some of the lads re-signing, that's really good news. Where do you go moving forward now? Obviously that's the last game done in terms of signing and a little bit of rest time, and then pre-season, I'm assuming?
Aye, start pre-season at the end of the month, you know, get guys will get maybe 4 weeks off, which isn't a great deal of time, but you know, I'm not naive enough to think that we don't need to strengthen a wee bit to go up, but a lot of the guys are absolutely capable, and that's why we've signed them, and I'm confident they'll make a step up, no problem. But we'll add a wee sprinkling of quality there, and we'll go again. We'll go into the next league and see what we can do.
You've got to be pleased with the season that you've had, Gordon, especially with some of those stats.
Delighted, aye, delighted. It's one of them ones, Helmy, you've got to take the plunge, and you know, I always wanted to kind of be my own man, and you take the plunge and you hope you do all right. It could go the other way, but you've got to kind of back yourself and believe, and same as what I've been saying to guys all season, just believe in your ability. And it's, you know, I've said it once, I'll say it again, I'm lucky to come in and get a group of players like that, because as much as I can do the coaching ground stuff, it's about what they've produced in terms of performances. You know, look back over the season, and you know, some of the performances that haven't been great, and we've managed to get a win. They've had all sorts of performances. We've blew teams away, so it's about them lads, and I've just said to them they deserve their break now.
Target for next season will be cups, and I'm assuming another league win.
Aye, I'll be under pressure next season if I don't win it. So no, listen, you know, I'm realistic, but I'm also confident in what we've got, and I'm not going to set any crazy targets at the minute. We'll take a break, and we'll build in pre-season, and then we'll be ready to go.
Well, Gordon, it's been an absolute rollercoaster this season, and certainly one that we've all enjoyed watching. I think you can go home and have a wee beer the night and a wee sigh of relief that you know you've achieved a lot of your targets, and you've had a great season.
Aye, definitely.
Thanks very much.
When it's Friday night and the drink don't work the same, you're alone with yourself and there's no one else to blame. When you still can't feel the rhythm of your heart,